Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut. It is the 22nd of March, and yeah, we're in the VAB still because we've got to do this, haven't we? Right. Let's get this thing built and launched so it's just done. Right. Science. I want science. We're going to send this thing to Eve. What do I need? Well, I definitely want a thermometer. We'll put you on. Let's have a look. Where are we going to put you? We're going to put you there. We're going to need a barometer. Put that on it. Oh, we don't. You know what? We don't need two of you. Or do we? Do we want to? We may have an electric charge situation, but let's not worry about that. Let's just do this. I was actually wondering whether we should put on the where is it? The little science storage pod might be an idea actually. Let's unlock that. Like so. Because can you, once it's in there, can you actually transmit from it? That would be the interesting thing, because that would fit beautifully there actually, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a mess with that. Let's give that a go for once. I never use it, and I really should, because particularly when we're going through the atmosphere of Eve, I might want to get multiple bits of science. That might be what I wanted to try and get. Right, that looks a bit better actually now, doesn't it? So we could actually just slide you up to there. We could actually, if we're being really compact, we could actually put you like that. We need. Ooh, do I risk one? I am very tempted just to go for one, because it's going to be unbalanced anyway. I'm going to have unbalanced equipment. You know what? No, not that. Uh-oh. Thank you. Don't do that. Right. What I'm thinking is, yeah, I wonder whether we just do that. Or even do I go through Eve's atmosphere, put a reaction wheel here, force it through Eve's atmosphere, and actually have this just cover the top, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, let's take that off. Take that off. Put that to there. It is a debate, isn't it? Right. Put that to there. Get the science on first of all. So we need those. We definitely need those. Now we need something that's going to counterbalance that. So what is that mass actually? What is the mass of that? 0.1. So what science equipment do I have that is 0.1? Give me mass. That's tiny. That is actually tiny. That's 0.1. I'm not putting a telescope on. You're half of a unit. You're half a unit. Oh God, some of these things are really tiny. Right, so we are going to take... Hello, come here. We're going to have you. You're going to go on this side. Over here. Like so. There we go. How much is that antenna, actually? That's a thought. How much are you? Ooh, that's good. We could just put the antenna on this side as well. That's what we'll do. We'll just put all of the stuff on one side. There we go. And we'll actually, you know what? We're going to put you to there. Pop you to there. And pop you two over here as well. There we go. That's okay. That's better. That makes me feel happier. So those should balance that now. We should actually probably put that up there, like there. There we go. That's better. Center of mass. Yeah, that's probably roughly. It doesn't need to be perfect. Right. What else have we got science-wise? We have a seismic thingy-doodle that weighs almost nothing, so we'll have that. This thing is the same. This weighs almost nothing, so this can go here, and it is huge. I can't believe how big that is for how little it weighs. And then put that there, and then we're done. I think that was us done. Now, I want to put some stuff on here as well. So we're going to put... we come back to this problem of heavy things, don't we? Put you there. I could put two on just because we have the delta V. Just do it, sea monsters. Just stick them on. Doesn't matter. I don't want seismic. It's not going to work. Surface scanning, no. Infrared. Like how big is the telescope? Like, is it gonna? I can't use it because it'd be interplanetary. I've got to be interplanetary. I could put a scanner on, I suppose. We got a little. You're quite heavy. You're very heavy, in fact. I suppose we could put a storage unit on the side. Is that an option? I could just put one of those on, which is an idea, but it would look a bit weird, wouldn't it? Let's leave it as is there. Right, now we've got to look at power, because power is always a killer for us. So we've got the solar panels for this, so it's just going to need a couple of batteries just to help it out. just to get it going a bit. There we go. We're going to slide 2 of those in there. Now this thing is going to need batteries as well, and I'm going to go the big ones. I'm going to go big. We're going to go big. You go big or you go home. That's what we're doing. There we go. Slide those. That doesn't look great, does it? Let's be entirely honest. I've designed better in my life. Right. Okay. And I wanted a reaction wheel. We actually do want a little reaction wheel. Have I got a little? Yeah, you are actually going to sit on the top, I think, just there. Okay, good stuff. And then I probably want a little antenna just in case we have a problem. So we'll put a couple of little tiny baby antennas on there, and they can just sit, I don't know, like that. There we go. They're going to stick out. Are they going to get burned off? They probably get burned off, but anyway. All right, now we've got to do our action groups, because we have action groups. No, we do not. We do not have action groups. Okay. So these are going to have to be done manually as they go through the atmosphere. That's not a killer. It would be nicer if it wasn't like that, but hey, let's have a look. I can't change these things at all. So I think that's us done with that. So let's build the fairing. Pop it out like so, like so, like so, and like, I don't know, do that. Maybe bit of that, bit of this, bit of the other one. Can I don't want to do that. Give me this. Right. Go back a bit. I want to be just there. That's perfect. And then it's, what is it? To terminate, it's Alt, left Alt, and then do that. There we go. Wonderful. That's perfect. Now, does that clamshell? Can I get a clamshell deploy? I don't want a clamshell deploy on it, actually. There we go. It's the jankiest looking space probe you've ever seen. That's right. That's the Jankatron. Right, and then we're going to put a, let's see, they've got comms, they've got that. I don't think they need anything else, so we're going to build the fairing for this, and this one, of course, I want it to be like this, so we're going to do like that, and then to there. There we go. That's wonderful. Right, let's have a look. So we launch, we get rid of those, then we have that decouple, then this engine will probably start when that decouples, I think, yes. Then we have, this is the top thing, isn't it? That's in there. So that actually wants to be up here somewhere, probably there, because that's going to decouple. Then we've got this thing on top of it. Okay, this is the engine for that. That is that fairing, which we could get rid of earlier, but we'll think about it. So what's going to happen is we're going to get to Eve. We're going to set this on intercept course with the atmosphere, and then this thing will basically pull itself away from the atmosphere and whatnot. We'll probably put itself into orbit, I'm thinking, probably with this thing. But we'll think about it. We'll have a little think. Right. We have used half the episode for this, so this is going to have to be a quick launch. I was hoping to do something else in this episode as well, but obviously not going to happen. So let's get this thing launched. We have accepted the mission, so it's just a case of getting this thing going. The good thing about the sort of exploration missions is they don't have a deadline on, so you can actually prep your craft, you can do all that, you can send it off there, and it doesn't matter if it takes 10 years. You're going to get there. Right, reminder, while this is going on, yes, still looking for MOHO missions, so if you want to do some designing of MOHO missions, that would be really nice. I'm also considering bringing in some craft I designed a long time ago for my very first series on YouTube and using some of them. That's not for the MOHO mission, but for some of the bigger missions, for the outer planet missions. Right, I think we're all ready to go. Yeah, let's just fire engines. Oh, that's interesting. I do not have stability apart from that. I thought these probe cores gave me prograde retrograde. That's odd. How very strange. I thought they gave me prograde retrograde. Right, we're going to turn this over just a smidgen. There we go. Get this to this there. Now, last time we went up, I actually throttled our engine down a bit, didn't I? I'm not sure if I want to do that this time. I think, yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure I had prograde. Oh, did we have Kerbals on board? We had Kerbals on board. Right, so maybe this probe core doesn't. Did I not get an uprated probe core? I thought I had. Maybe I've not used the uprated probe core. Maybe I've just used the old one. Oh well, silly me. Ah well. We must learn. We must learn not to do that, mustn't we? I should probably throttle this engine back, but it's too much fun having all this. And to be fair, this craft is way overpowered for what we're trying to do today. It's designed to lift all those Kerbals to the sphere of influence and bring them back. This thing is staggeringly overpowered, shall we say. There we go. We're getting a bit of heating on the top there. I should have actually just set an entire comms system, if I'm entirely honest, but we didn't. We didn't do that. There we go. Decouple those. Turn this over. Yeah, we're going very, very hot right now. There we go. Actually, put the nose down a bit. I don't want to go that high. Probably like 100 kilometer orbit would be quite nice, actually. So we'll just do that. Let's keep it burning. Yeah, this should be a nicer launch, hopefully, because it's got so much thrust comparatively. We should actually probably use most of this stack for the departure as well, which would be quite nice, unlike the last one. And it's not designed to do that. I just haven't redesigned it. I could have just taken one of these tanks off, I think, and probably been still as efficient. Probably even better, actually. Yeah, still as efficient. Probably would have been better. There we go. I'm going too high now. Just put that down. Get your nose down. Get your nose down. Get your nose down. There we go. Just good. All the way down. Use all the fuel that we don't need to use. That's right. Yeah, just waste the fuel. Waste the fuel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until we get this down to about 100 if I can, and then we'll just cut. Now it's not going to go down anymore, is it? It's just going to go into orbit without me trying. There we go. Okay. Well, we are in orbit just. What I could do is actually we could just timey-wimey a little bit. Just timey-wimey just a little bit. And we'll wait until we get towards our apoapsis, and we'll do a little bit of forward burning because I would like to get the nose out of that 70 kilometer point. We've got about 3 minutes. I'd like to get the nose away from that 70 kilometer thing. I'd also like your opinion in the last few minutes of this episode. I'm coming up with something else I want to know about. Because of the timey-wimey nature, the time warping requirements of interplanetary travel, one of the things I can do is I can send a few missions off and just let them sit in the background on the timer and wait for them to depart. So we'll get a lot of spaced out missions, but across different parts. You have to keep tuned in so you know what's going on with your latest missions. But the other side of that is I could cut out the timey-wimey warp bit. I could allow myself to do that, but I think that goes against the philosophy of the series a little bit. I quite, the time limiting factor is it's quite interesting actually, trying to get stuff done in a certain time. So I don't know. Will that rob from the series? I don't know. I am annoyed that I have not put I'm sure I got the new probes, or maybe I thought about it and then didn't, because that's the sort of thing that you do. Right, let's have a look. Can I do get me a little bit of turn? There we go. So a little bit of thrust here is actually going to just pull up that periaps. Now I wonder how circular we have to be around Kerbin to get a good burn. So what I will probably do is we'll probably just pull this. Give me a bit more thrust. Give me a bit more thrust and put me on the prograde. I would love to have the prograde marker available just to do that, but yeah. And we'll just kill that there, right? So that's almost circular now. That's okay. We're going to get rid of this fairing. Oh, that's a little, you know what? Better to do it when you're under thrust, I think. And we're going to extend our solar panels so we can actually get some signal, some light onto the matter. Right, there we go. And we could actually, while I'm here, let's extend a bit. Let's run it. Let's run the magnetometer. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. I'll plot this and then we'll move on to the next episode. 27 science. Wow. Oh, you get more for bringing it back. Oh, now that I did not know. Oh, now that is interesting. Let's transmit that. What's our science look and our electricity like? Okay, it's not bad at all. We're actually able to keep up with it, which is a rarity. I've always had craft with magnetometer be a bit of a problem, but okay. There we go. Oh, do we have anything else that we could use? What about this thing? I'm guessing this thing does not work. Yeah. Cannot work. Why stored? Oh, because it's considered to be stored. Oh, now that means we're not going to be able to run experiments in the upper atmosphere if I've got the thing on, haven't I? Oh, that was something I forgot about. So note to self, if we want to get science from Eve's atmosphere, we can't put it inside a little housing. So maybe we should have designed something without that housing. Anyway, we're landing on Eve is a good mission for us. Anyway, so let us have a look. Let's get the old thing in. I don't want to go to the moon. I want to go to Eve, please. We could send that thing there too. I should have put some more science on it. We could have sent that to Moho. Not Moho, to... No, I'm obsessed with Moho at the moment. We could have sent it to Gilly. Right, let's have a look. Create that node. It's in an eternity, 1 year and 50 days. So that's, a long time. Not a bad burn, actually. Let's have a look at the map and see, because I've got 15 seconds left. What on earth? Oh, we've got a signal to the Minmus. Okay. Let's have a look. Is that going to be a decent encounter? It isn't bad. Okay, so we can do that. That's puts us into a low orbit. Interesting. All right. So I think that is it for this episode. Next time we may go to Eve, or we may have to wait. So from me, until next time, have a great one.